Welcome to Krupy!
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Kelsey.
And today we're filming on location at Abandoned Building Brewery in Easthampton, Massachusetts.
So we're here at Abandoned Building in Easthampton. We're with Matt, the owner and the head brewer, and Brian, the sales manager. What's your why? Why did you start brewing?
This kind of goes back like many years to when I was home brewing and got the encouragement from a lot of friends and family to start the brewery because they really liked how the beers were tasting and they thought we had a really good idea. So this was back in 2013 when I moved up from Philadelphia I found this location here in Easthampton. Spent about a year working on the construction to build out of the brewery, and we opened up our doors in April of 2014. And ever since then, we've been making beer and selling it all over Massachusetts.
Our first beer of the day is the Dirty Girl IPA. This is an American style IPA. This has 6.6% alcohol by volume with 65 IBUs. Out of 4,777 check-ins, it has a 3.67 rating. The flavor profile is hoppy, smooth, floral, dry, and fruity. I'm excited for this one, the flagship beer.
Yeah, I know. The flagship beer. Oh, you can really smell like the floral notes in it.
That's nice.
It smells like,
it's really good.
It's kind of sweet.
It does smell a little bit sweet.
I think it's the fruity.
Okay.
All right. That's good.
Oh, that is good. It's got like a hop kick to it at the end.
Yeah,
it
almost like jump starts the flavor, almost.
Yeah, I don't want to say
You know what I
aggressive,
mean?
but it's like it's hop forward, which is nice for that style. It's really good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I think I can definitely see why it's the flagship.
Oh, for sure. It's
Definitely.
super balanced too. It's not very either way.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? Like,
Yeah. What did you give it?
I give it a 4.25.
Oh, I give it a 3.75.
Aw.
Close.
Close.
I think it's good though. I really like it. I think it's a nice IPA. It's solid beer.
It's one that I would reach for.
I would definitely go for this again.
And we all know how partial I am to things in general. It's not because I'm wearing this shirt either. Like it's really one of those beers that like I would just like reach for and like be like, hey, I want this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I would definitely go seek this one out.
yeah, for sure. So what's the history behind?
The history behind Dirty Girl.
Yep.
So Western Mass has a very large farming community. The agricultural scene here is very large. When I moved up here, a lot of my friends were farmers. And a lot of farmers are women also. So one of the things you realize is that you get very dirty being a farmer in Western Mass.
Yeah.
So the Dirty Girl IPA is sort of a homage to all the women in agriculture in Western Mass.
I love
Nice.
that.
That's awesome.
I love that so much.
Our second beer of the day is the Lola Saison. This is a farmhouse ale Saison. This has 5% alcohol by volume with 20 IBUs. Out of 2,057 check-ins, it has a 3.54 rating. The flavor profile is light, floral, dry, spicy, and hoppy.
Ooh, spicy.
Spicy beer. I like that. You can kind of smell it.
Yeah, like right there, like in the back, kind of.
Yeah, it's like
The floral's definitely there, though.
Yeah, the floral's there, but I like that spicy note to it.
I like the haziness to the Saison.
Yeah, it's
I think that's really interesting.
really nice color. It's kind of got like the flow going through it too. You can see a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I wouldn't call it spicy per se. I don't think that's the right word for it. It's
a-
got like a different kind of flavor to it, but I don't know if spicy is the word I would have used. Now that's all that's stuck in my head though.
Well, it might be like it's kind of a coriander-y kind of taste.
A little bit.
And I think that's the spice that they're talking about.
Yeah. Like
It's a
I
great
guess I'm
summer
I'm
beer.
saying it's not like hot spicy. Like it has spices.
Like a pepper spice?
Yeah. Which is kind of what I thought I was smelling.
No.
But I'm not tasting that. It's definitely like a different kind of spice.
Yeah,
Like
coriander kind of
We were
spice.
different. We were thinking different things.
Yes,
for
yes,
spicy.
yes.
I was thinking spicy, like hot spicy.
It's a great light summer beer, though. It's not super heavy on your tummy, like even like the body feel either. Like
No, it's definitely light.
it's definitely like a yard game
Just have a
pounded
can
a
of
few.
these, yeah.
Like yeah, it's super easy to drink. It's really friendly. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of inviting when you taste it.
Yeah,
It doesn't like stay around.
I think it's good. I like that a lot.
Cheers. That's well done.
That's really good.
Well done with that one. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do what you won't.
I think you're gonna yell at me.
Oh no! Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
I gave it a 4.
Oh, cool, nice. I give it a 3.75.
I rated it higher than Dirty Girl. That's why I thought you were gonna yell
Oh
at me.
no, I totally understand. No, I understand the Dirty Girl one just because.
I mean, I
kind of
like the Dirty Girl too, but I think this one's it's different. It's not something that you get like everywhere.
No.
I think that this is something that I don't think I've tasted a beer like this style. Even other saisons, I don't think that they're the same. They're made the same way.
No,
maybe.
and I typically don't like saisons just because I don't want to say they're watered down, but that's like just kind of how I experience them. Like they're just kind of like beer tea is the best way that I can like, but like it's just some of them are just like wicked light, and you're like, all right, like are you gonna be a Hefeweizen or a Kolsch? Like just say what you are.
But this one's really well balanced. It's not either Hefeweizen or Kolsch. Like it's definitely its own thing.
Yeah, and there's enough body there that it rises above the rest of the saisons that I've ever had.
Yeah.
So what makes Abandoned Buildings beer different than all the other ones in Easthampton?
One of the things that I wanted to do differently that a lot of people weren't doing up here were Belgian style beers. Mm-hmm. So to this day, we still make that Belgian Saison, which is called Lola's Saison. Okay. And we make a lot of other different Belgian beers. Many people are making IPAs, New England IPAs, hoppy IPAs.
Yeah.
But the Belgian side of things isn't as represented in Western Mass, so we feel like that's one thing that we're really filling in a lot.
Our third beer of the day is the 2019 version of the Odin Quad. This is a 9.4% alcohol by volume with IBUs not listed. Out of 787 check-ins, it has a 3.74 rating. And the flavor profile is sweet, strong, smooth, dark, and boozy.
I'm really excited for a quad.
I am too. I don't think I've had a quad before. I'm excited for this.
It's much warmer-y looking.
Yeah. I like that color, the caramelish.
It's kind of cherry smelling. Like tart-ish.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit.
Right. Cheers. It's so weird not cheersing with you. Oh, the boozy is there.
Yeah.
That's a great winter drink. That's a great like fall day chilling drink.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Cause it's heavier.
Like warm up with it.
Yeah.
It tastes almost like bourbon barrel
bourbon-y.
kind of.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I mean. Like it's a warm feeling drink.
I definitely feel warmer.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that one. That's good. I was really excited for this, and it did not disappoint.
It did not.
No,
I'm very glad. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 4.
Nice. I'll give it a 3.5. I liked it. It's just it's a little heavy on the boozy for me.
See,
it is a 10%, so but
I don't think it's too heavy. I think it's like just the right balance of it for me. Because I feel like we've had beers that are like way boozier that you're like, this is too much. It's not. It doesn't taste like a beer anymore. But I think that it's still beer-like enough for me, and it's not too boozy.
I think my rating just kind of comes from the beer itself, but I've only had like one other quad ever. If I were more well versed in the palate of quad, it might be a little different. However, it's a great like introduction to it.
Yeah,
it's something that like I'm willing to explore in the future.
Yeah.
Well done.
Awesome.
I like it.
We do make beers that are going to be sort of more well received in different times of the year. So we always have like our bourbon barrel aged stout release in the wintertime around Christmas time. We make our red ale March also. And then a lot of we do something new that we started last year was sort of like a fruited IPA series. So where we combine fruit hops or fruity flavored hops with fruit also. And those we release mostly in the summertime. Just because they're sort of more refreshing beers that time of the year. But like I said, like we do our Belgian Saison year round. We also make our stout, our Nightshade Stout, which is our American stout year round also.
I read on your website you have a hop farm here. How did you get into that?
Being a brewer, and you like to kind of know where your ingredients are coming from. Of
course, yeah.
So one of the things that are relatively simple to grow are hops.
Okay.
So when I was first moved up here in Hadley, I started a small hop yard also.
So cool.
That hop yard is not currently being used anymore right now.
Oh no. Okay.
We've sort of kind of gotten a little wrapped up in brewing. There is a hop yard in Northfield called 4 Star Farms that grows local hops at a much better and much better quality than we can do as sort of home brewers. So we do use 4 Star Farms in our beers. we started with a beer that was called Hoppy Valley IPA, which is 100% Western Mass ingredients.
Oh, that's so cool.
So the first 1 or 2 batches of that beer did use hops from that hop yard.
That's so cool. So it's like really from like a ground up kind of process you use.
It's from a ground up process, yeah.
I like
ground to
that.
glass.
Our fourth beer of the day is the Decadent Stout. This is a cherry chocolate milkshake stout. This has a 7% alcohol by volume with 25 IBUs. Out of 177 check-ins, it has a 3.89 rating. The flavor profile is chocolate, cherry, creamy, vanilla, and thin.
Thin, so it's
Thin
stout. It's probably going to have a light body to it. It's not going to be
yeah.
like your thick, syrupy stout. Oh, but it smells delicious though. You can smell the cherry. You smell the chocolate and the cherry.
I smell
for
the
sure.
chocolate. I don't smell the cherry.
It's gonna
as
taste like
much,
a cordial.
Oh man, that's.
How about you have the first taste?
Okay.
How about, because you're nervous. I can see it in your face.
I am nervous. It is definitely thin. It's not that like heavy stout. Like there's a coffee undernote to the chocolate. Like
it just
I get
wrapped
the
me up
chocolate,
in like
but
a warm blanket, and now I'm about to go to sleep. Like it's so good.
it's pretty good.
The chocolate is there.
The chocolate's there, but it's kind of like cut with a coffee.
Vanilla. I taste the vanilla.
Oh yeah, that could be
The
it too.
sweetness.
The combination of the two, maybe.
But then like as it develops, there's like a tart cherry like undertone definitely to it.
yeah, there's definitely like a hint of something that's tart there.
Yeah, I think it's the
and
cherry.
So it's got to be the cherry for sure.
Oh, very well done. And if like you can't see it, but like if you like look at the color, it's a little red hue to it.
A little bit.
Very
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Very nice. What'd you do?
3.25.
4.5.
That's about
I like it.
it. It's not bad. It's, I mean, as stouts go, not bad.
I like the cherry additive to it. I haven't had like a fruity stout, if you will. I definitely haven't had a stout that has fruit added, but
Yeah.
it's really good. It added that tartness is something that some stouts are lacking. I think when we did the episode,
Yeah.
you were like, "There's something missing." I really don't know what it is. I think there's a tartness to it because some stouts are too sweet,
Yeah.
and then they try to like overdo it with like a roastier taste or something else, and it becomes too like alcoholic almost.
And I think that's why I was debating between a 3 and a 3.25, but I went with the 3.25, and I think it's that. It's while it's thin, which I don't.
That's a weird
it's weird for the
experience in and of
stout,
itself. Yeah.
But it had those different flavor notes to it that really kind of made it nice and even, and it
Right.
wasn't too much of any one thing. So
If it was,
I liked it.
Yeah, if it was any heavier of a body feel, it would be too much, I think. I really like the lightness to it.
Yes,
For sure.
very good.
Yes. What are any like events that you throw that, well, like for the brewery?
So every year we do Food Truck Friday.
Awesome.
It follows our anniversary party. So this year our anniversary party is on May 9th.
Okay.
2 weeks after that will be our first Food Truck Friday.
Okay.
We bring in 4 to 5 local food trucks. We have a live band outside, and it's all in the outdoor parking lot. It turns into a big beer garden
Awesome.
every Friday evening, or every other Friday evening, 5 to 9. And then both tap rooms are open as well from 5 to 10. Friday, Saturdays, sometimes on Thursdays, we have live music that comes in and plays in the tap room.
Oh, cool.
So those are some of the regular events that you can find here. Our Facebook details all of the upcoming events that we have happening.
Some of the other things that we do on a regular basis that have become kind of a yearly thing is, I think it's in August in the Millside Park behind us. It's called Millpond.live. So it's a free concert. There's 4 or 5 a year. And us and New City Brewery are the beer sponsors for it. So you can have our beer there at the festival.
Oh, cool.
And they bring in pretty big acts. These are like I said, they're free events. There's a lot of food trucks there. So it sort of like follows our plan of the Food Truck Fridays that we do here. So summertime in Western Mass is a really fun time for
Yeah, for
beer,
sure.
food trucks, music.
Our last beer of the day is the Belladonna 2019 version. This is an Imperial Stout with 12.9% alcohol by volume and 40 IBUs. Out of 10 check-ins, it has a 3.93 rating. Flavor profile is sweet, barrel-aged, boozy, fruity, and light. You're just too excited about this. You're like, I'm gonna jump right in.
I love Imperial Stouts though.
The barrel-aged, boozy.
You can smell the boozy, and you can definitely smell like the bourbon in it.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice one though.
Because they said this was the Kentucky bourbon barrel.
Kentucky bourbon? I don't even know what that means in whiskey terms.
No, like there's a type of bourbon that's a Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, like the
Yes, I know. I can picture the bottle when he was saying it.
Yep. Okay.
I know exactly what it.
I was like,
what
I
he's
don't know what
talking
that
about.
means in whiskey terms. I'm a beer drinker. Like, yeah, you can really smell like the bourbon
Yeah.
in there. Like, it's really boozy.
Mm.
Boozy.
Yeah, and I've had the Buffalo Trace whiskey that he said this was barrel aged in.
Does it smell like it?
It does. It definitely has that smell to it.
No, I don't know what that means in beer world.
I've had that whiskey.
Nice. I don't drink whiskey.
I don't either, but
As a Southern girl, I don't drink whiskey, so I'm kind of a fraud. Sorry. I think you need to try it first just because you are nervous again looking.
I'm always nervous for stouts.
I know, but you tend to like them though after you drink them.
I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if it's because you just said that, but it's good.
You can taste the
You
booziness.
can taste the boozy.
It's
for
good
sure.
though.
That is a dangerous beer.
It's very dangerous. After 2, you're gonna be like good to go.
After 2 at like this size,
But
I'd be
it's
good to
kind
go.
of, I don't know if this is like the whiskey, because again, I'm not a whiskey drinker, but it's kind of like on like the sweeter end.
I think so, because
You know what I mean? Because some Imperials can be like really bitter. Because I think like they'll kind of like counter it with like a hop maybe, I don't know, but like.
But I think the bourbon is kind of like cutting that extra hop, extra stout, like.
It's adding.
Because
a
again, it's
different-
not really thick like I normally expect stouts to be, which is good.
It's
'cause
thicker
not,
than the
it's
last
not as,
one, though.
It is thicker than the last one, but it's not as
You don't need a
heavy as
spoon.
like a. Right. I don't need a spoon.
It's not like syrupy.
No.
No, it's delicious. Oh,
That's really good.
it's
I was
really
afraid
good.
of the 12.9% and the bourbon stout. But
Yeah, but it wraps you up in a warm blanket and it takes you to night land. It's really good.
it is good.
I like it. What'd you do?
I gave it a 3.75.
I gave it a 4.25.
All right, so we're close.
Close.
Yeah.
Would
I was
reach for
actually
it
really good.
multiple times.
I'm
Let's take it out.
surprised that I liked it as much as I did because
I am too,
it's
actually.
not my style at all, but it was very good.
Our friend Dean McKeever, who you know from doing all the labels and artwork for Treehouse, fantastic artist. Dean and I became friends a few years ago, just through the industry doing different events and tastings together. And when Matt built out this new space, this new tap room that we call the Brickyard, I thought it would be a neat idea to have Dean come in and take a look at some of our open walls and see if he could do anything fun with them. So this specific mural is actually using a photo from when the building was originally operating as a textile mill. So it's Dean's take on what that textile mill looked like back probably in the 1940s, 1950s.
Some of the go-to hops we like to use a lot are some of the popular West Coast hops. So we use a lot of Simcoe, a lot of Cascade, Centennial hops also. I like to make the kinds of beers I like to drink also. So we usually start off with like a traditional recipe and kind of go from there. So like if we're making like an Irish red or like an American stout, we sort of look at what the baseline recipes are and then how we can kind of adapt it to our system, the ingredients we like to work with, and the ingredients that we know are going to make really high quality beers also.
So today we filmed on location at Abandoned Building Brewery. We tried 5 different beers. In 5th place was the Odin Quad. Tied for 3rd was Lola, Saison, and the Decadence. In 2nd place we had the Belladonna, and in 1st place was the Dirty Girl.
Dirty girl.
Yeah, so not surprising that the IPA came out on top because
No.
we agree on those.
But
everything else we kind of have a split on. For me, I preferred the Belladonna Stout over the Decadence. What about you?
Which is weird because I really like the Decadence. And I think it's because there was like that extra like tartness to it that really added to like the sweetness.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like some stouts are like super one way or the other. And that wasn't. It had like that something extra that really stood out to me. Not that the Belladonna was bad, because it's not.
No.
But it was like on like the boozier side and like on like the heavier side, which is how Imperials tend to go.
Yeah.
Or bourbon aged tend to go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I agree that the cherry undertones definitely gave it something extra, but the sweet notes that you got from having that bourbon barrel aged stout was like, it outweighed the cherry, because I think that also gave it the sweet notes that I was
And I can
looking
see
for
that.
in other
I can see
stouts.
that.
And so
I can totally
for
see
me, I
that.
think that's why that one came out. It was a little bit more well balanced from that perspective.
And I can totally see that, yeah, because you have like the sweetness, you have the booziness, you have the maltiness, you have the bitter, you have all of the things. I really appreciate that they gave us like a whole variety of like the entire spectrum.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything today,
yeah, it's
so
not like,
good.
oh, here's this style of IPA or this style of stout. You know what I mean? Like they're all very different, and I think it showcases the brewery's talent.
Yeah, I mean, the
very
fact
well.
that they brew all these different styles of beer. And
Yeah.
There's not like one. I mean, really, the scores were close on everything. It's not like we had one that stood out as like,
they
this
were
is the
so
obvious.
close. Yeah.
It's not like they're brewing everything and can only do one well. It's everything. It was
yeah.
really, really well done. And it was just overall a really good day. I'm enjoying
Fantastic
this.
day. Yeah.
I'm so excited that we got to come here and do this.
Me too. It's super cool, and it's one of our favorite breweries to visit.
Yes, and even when we're not here,
even when we're not, we're like, oh, abandoned building, I'm on that one.
Yes,
just because like we just know that we're gonna get a quality beer no matter where we are.
I have to shout out Temporary Sanity because that's one of our favorites, for sure.
Shout out, yeah, for sure. When was like your moment that you knew that we should open our doors?
Well, it's the moment sort of came when I quit my job and moved up here.
Oh, true. I guess that's right. Yeah.
So it was sort of like once that happened, and we had a lot of encouragement from my family and the friends up here, and like I said, at the time there weren't a lot of breweries in Western Mass. There was sort of the established brew pubs. There was only a few sort of micro breweries with tap rooms that you can come in and try beers. So I thought that there was sort of this opening for breweries like this. Cool. And so we were the first brewery in Easthampton to open up, and ever since 2013, 2014, many more have opened up since.
Right. Today we drink on location at Abandoned Building Brewery in Easthampton, Mass.
And we'd like to give a super special shout out to the owner and brewer, Matt, and the sales manager, Brian, for helping us out for everything that they've done for us today.
Thank you guys for stopping by and having a drink with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit the bell icon to be notified of our newest upload.
And follow us on our socials.
Which we found in the description down below.
And always remember to drink responsibly.
See you next time.